Big Fat happening at 12 o'clock tomorrow. And joining us today is Kate, who works with
Hi.
the Canva Trails people. How you doing, Kate?
Great. How are you doing today?
Good, good. Let me adjust the
Good.
volume here because my music's too loud. And there we go.
That's usually how it is with me. Music's too loud and having a decent amount of fun. So,
Oh, well, hey, thanks for joining me. I don't know
of
how
course.
short of a notice it was for you to get up
Well,
by 8:30, but we appreciate you doing that.
I'm just
So
out actually doing some errands for the race. So, I stopped at the post office and kind of doing some last minute things. So,
I
picking up some, there's going to be a raffle tomorrow. So, we're actually picking up some of our items from our generous supporters, which is New Moon. They donated a trainer, a bike trainer, and a riser block. So,
okay.
like if you have the trainer, or whatever. And then Riverbrook donated some warm weather items to wear that you could possibly wear. Start line in service and start line out in cable, and then also velo to eat after the race and enjoy. So also marketplace, a whole bunch of donut holes for the everyone there. So got I think 160 donuts. So everybody should have at least two.
Yeah. So how many people do you have registered so far for the race?
I'm not sure the final registration numbers. It was sitting at 80, which is a little lower, but I think the ups and downs, and it was raining this week, so I'm not sure about the exact number of the final the final push there. But we are
Yeah.
really excited to have everybody come. It reflects the ratio of about how many people race the short 6 mile race versus the 14 mile
Mhm.
race. So that's good. People are interested more in doing the long one generally. So um, they like to be out there for a long time.
Yeah. So
Because
now this
fat
is
biking. Oh, go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
good. I was just going to say this is kind of marketed as a low-key, self-supported 14-mile fat bike race, plus the
Yep.
6-mile option, as you mentioned. What is that low-key, self-supported? What does that mean?
Well, it means that if you're sometimes some races you do, you could expect to have like snacks and treats out on the course. There are course monitors out there, and typically they're not required to, but they do typically have some things if you need them or if you need help. So there are people out there monitoring the course. But self-supported means bring your own drinks, meaning your own nutrition. So your own,
Okay.
like say Gatorade or Noon or whatever you prefer. Goo has a drink type mix, and then your own little gels, like basically your own calories and your own hydration for the race
Okay.
is self-support. Yep. And
Yeah.
also, like if you get a flat tire or if you have a mechanical, you should be prepared to fix your own bike.
Yeah. Wow. So this starts tomorrow at noon. What time
Yep.
can people come in and today is pick up the bibs day, right?
It is. We pick up your bibs tonight from at Sawmill at the Sawmill Saloon in Seeley from 5 to 7. And
Okay.
typically, just to kind of touch base about it, in years past we've always been up in Seeley doing this race. So we start and finish kind of around the Sawmill or at the old double O warming shack.
Okay.
And but this year they did some logging and whatnot up in the Seeley Hills area in the woods, and
Sure.
so we kind of decided to move it down to Hatchery Creek. There is bib pickup at Sawmill tonight from 5 to 7, and then the party or the race starts tomorrow at noon. But at 10 o'clock, you can expect to have people down there with music playing a little bit, just kind of like the pre-race atmosphere. And also, Voyager Sauna is going to be there with Bo Peterson. Will be there with a nice big sauna set up,
Oh
and
yeah.
some fires outside. So it'll be kind of a really fun, pre-race atmosphere, and we are excited about that. So
Yeah.
we are very supported. And then afterwards, so however long it takes to do the race and kind of clean up, you can go back to the Sawmill at 4:30. We're having a band called the Whitecaps play, and the drummer is Nate Swiston from the Washburn Hardware and Sport, which is also a bike shop, and they're
Okay.
great supporters of Canva too,
Yeah.
especially because we do have some Canva trails up north in
Yeah.
Bayfield. So yeah,
And that starts at 4:30
four
tomorrow
thirty
night
to
after the
seven.
race.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's an interesting arrangement with having to be down at Hatchery Creek. The The lower parking lot down by the pavilion is closed. You can't go down there. You just have to walk your bike and
Correct.
get down there. And the upper lot, well, with all these people, it's going to be full. How are you dealing with parking?
Well, we do have a couple people, volunteers. Thank you, everyone who volunteered, by the way. We do have a couple volunteers out there helping just kind of direct folks to where they need to park. So there could be parking on the roads. You can see on the map there, park on the actual fish hatchery road when you first pull in there. You can park on the west side of the road, which is the right side of, if you're going in, it's the left side of the road. So you have to do a U-turn.
Yep.
You just basically park on the right side on your way out, or you can turn right on Birkin Road, and you can park on the south side or the right side of the road there.
Okay.
So we do, so we're kind of just filling up that whole area, and it is a bike race, so you can ride your bike to the start and finish, and
Sure.
it's not it's actually not that far away from the start, considering some of the races that we do in this area of how many people come to do the races, and then how much actual parking spots that we have, how many actual parking spots we have. So anyway, it's always interesting. And then, how that area in the past, we've plowed Rosie's Field, or what was known as Rosie's Field on the top, to allow for more parking. Yep. However, there's a lot of snow this year, obviously, so it's going to be to plow it out. First of all, it would be a real chore and very expensive on our budget. So we decided to just kind of look for a different, like an alternative for parking.
Right. I just had a thought about all the snow. Oh yeah, trail conditions. How we got this fresh 5.5 inches of snow now, and I'm sure you got groomers out there grooming this stuff. How good are the trail systems?
Yeah, right now, actually, so the trails are closed right now until pre-riding for the course. They closed yesterday at 2:00 for around Hatchery, from basically Hatchery to Mosquito Brook, to allow for the course 2 setup. So Jerry Wright is out there all the time grooming. All I know is when I talk to him, he's like, I just got done grooming, and he's grooming all the time.
Yeah.
One of our amazing volunteers. And we have many great volunteers too, and Ryan Sportle too. He lives out on Mosquito Brook Road, and I know I'm missing people, so it's fine. But we could not do what we do without them, without our volunteers and our trail crews. So, but anyway, so the trail conditions. So we had that rain, which was not good for the trails, and then we had this recent snow, which was, I feel like, way more than 4 inches. I don't know about you guys, but than the called for. But then they'll be out grooming that, and then the colder temperatures at night is going to be great to let it set up. So, I mean, we're going into the weekend with some really great fat biking conditions.
Yes, absolutely. Well, good. Thank you for your time today. I appreciate you chiming in and talking about what's happening here. Again, this is the Seeley Big Fat, and happening at the Hatchery Creek Trailhead. So just locals expect some little more traffic there on 77 and near the Creek Trailhead tomorrow at noon, and then again stop over the evening event at 4:30. That's open to everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that. So 4:30 at the Sawmill Saloon. Of course, the Whitecaps, they're playing. They have covers, and it's a fun rock band. They play a lot in the Washburn, Ashland area. And then there will be a raffle. So you can, I think it's a $5 raffle ticket, and you can win some great prizes from, we do have a frame up for raffle. And then there's an Otso frame. So it's like all carbon fancy fat bike frame. Wow. And then some head wheels, which if you see the difference between like your typical mountain bike wheel, which, we used to call like fat bike or fat tire bikes. What used to be is not anything like fat bikes now, right?
Right.
So the new fat bikes their tires are over 3.5 inches wide, or up to 4 inches about. I mean,
I have one that's 4 inches. Yeah,
4 inches. You run a PSI or the tire pressure super low, anywhere below 8, depending on trail conditions.
Wow.
And if you are interested in like learning about that, if your tire digs into the snow, you should stop and let some air out. And sometimes it's like riding. It's just like really bouncy, I guess, like riding on a cloud in a way. So
kind of like running on gummy bears. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then the party at night, everyone's welcome to come, and it would be great to have as many people as possible come out and enjoy. We will have like somewhat of a passing the jug to raise money, just to put some extra dollars in, kind of like passing the plate. All the money goes directly to our winter trail grooming, our fat bike trails.
Yeah.
So anything that you can contribute is greatly appreciated, and also consider becoming a member of CAMBA to support the trails. And it's just a great organization in our area.
It is. Awesome. Well, thank you for stopping in, and I might just stop by myself tomorrow. And
it would be great to see you.
All right.
And keep playing those great tunes on WOJB. I love the station. So
thank you. That was Kate with CAMBA.